Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Hello. Okay, so like last time on Tuesday, I'm hoping that some teams will share the progress and also some requests. So let's see. Is there any team wants to share? Yep. Team name. Team 5. Okay. You can come on. Or or you can talk. You have work already.
Yeah, so the progress we did from last week was we just finalized our Google form. So if you guys could go and scan that, that would be really helpful. We got a few responses. I only published it yesterday, so I just sent it out to my close friends and had them send it to their friends too. Um, and then we also just finished the flyers. Obviously, one of them's up there, and we got only a few printed and distributed, but I'm hoping to get more out today. And then, yeah, support needed is just responses. So if anyone could just scan the QR code, that would be really helpful for our project.
Thank you. Please take some time because that yeah, support may be returned to you also. Okay. Any other teams? And moving forward for every session, I would like each team to share any update. For example, I commented on some teams' posts. Let's see. Yeah, so for example, Team 7, raise your hand. Is there anyone here? Team 7. Okay. So if you created the website, then if you can put the link here, then maybe we can take a look. So you don't have to do it now, but for next time, right? And let's say, so I saw that some teams will create playlist. So if you can also give the link so that we can sense the progress. Because that can encourage others to also work on or make progress as well, and also get some ideas. Any other teams? And I see some blank content here from those teams, 4, 6, and so on. So please take some time to give us update. Again, you don't have to do it now, but let's share something on Tuesday next week. Oh no. Okay, one of the core topics for this week is to review employee career development integration model, which can be helpful when you are employed at work. So there are some interventions that your organizations can use to support your career development. We will review some of those to get some ideas. But again, I'd like you to approach it from an agency perspective, human agency perspective. So let's see. Let's try to consider each organization or group like a human being that has desires and goals to achieve. All right, and then it's like a person. So everyone here created a mission statement, one sentence mission statement, right? And you have that's your purpose. If that's well crafted, and you have a vision, you created vision statement as well. You have goals to achieve, and organizations operate in the same way. So they take time to understand what their core purpose is, what they want to achieve, what goals they want to reach, and so on. But as an organization, the core issue, as you are experiencing, is to get people on board. So like you can consider your team, the project team, action learning team, as a small organization. So what have you experienced as an organization? What challenges have you experienced? Can anyone talk? You had goals to achieve. You have clear direction as for your project, right? But to make things happen, what challenges have you had?
I think the biggest challenge was communication. Like
Communication,
we've missed like our group members, like at least half of them, like a lot of classes, and one like never showed up. So that's like the biggest challenge. I'm sure that's for like everyone too.
Yeah, that's communication, and also if this was a workplace, then you have employees that don't come to the work, never show up, right? So that's a really important issue. Then, if you had the power to select or say goodbye to those people, what would you do? Would you keep them or would you let them go?
No, get them out.
Get them out. Yeah. So that's one way to do it, right? What else? Who else? So that seems to be the biggest challenge. Yeah.
I would say communication also, and just
Communication.
like organizations also kind of difficult among our group. So yeah, those are like our main hurdles we have to overcome.
What communication issues have you had?
Not enough communication over like certain things, because like we're not progressing as we should, but we're getting there.
All right. So there are different types of communications. So what do you wish you had in terms of different types of communications? So for example, it can be about the purpose of the project or the way you work on things or the process, progress. What type of communication?
Mostly about like due dates and like
due dates.
in how we're gonna get that objective done.
Okay. So once you communicate about due dates, do you think you will make much better progress?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's one thing. Okay, cool. Other challenges you've experienced as an organization? Want to speak? Yeah, okay. There is a microphone there.
I feel like, oh wow. I feel like my group's actually been pretty good at communication, but a lot of us, I think, are actually upperclassmen, and we just have like a lot on our plate. So it's been really hard to like work on the project. But for the most part, we've been pretty good at communication, I'd say.
Cool. All right. So yeah, not having enough time. All right. So that's something that you face also within an organization setting. Yeah, sometimes you have too many projects, too many things are on the plate. That happens also. What else? How many of you feel that the project that you are working on, is something that you are highly motivated in? Maybe, so yeah, raise your hand. So does that make you feel excited, motivated? Is it meaningful to you? Raise your hand. Maybe let's go with meaningfulness. So is your project that you are working on meaningful to you? Raise your hand. Okay. Okay. So that's very, very important. That can be related to career development. And there are many multiple players in organization settings, but there are at least 3 key players in terms of career development. As you know, I approach career development from a meaning perspective and purpose perspective, right? So, the first agent, I would say, first type of agent is employees themselves. So, yeah, you guys, if you know what priorities you have, what's highly valuable to you, then you will volunteer for certain work, and maybe you probably absolutely you will choose the employer that you want to work for, right? And if you are highly agentic, I think you will self-select the type of projects. But organizations do not go in that direction sometimes. You get assigned to different projects sometimes. But anyway, so if you're highly talented, those projects may match with your passion and skill sets. Second type of agent is supervisors and leaders. So in many cases, when employees make the decision to leave organization, they don't leave organization, but they leave their boss or their supervisor. So that indicates a huge impact that the supervisor has. So is Hosong here? Yeah. Hosong did meta-analysis through his master's thesis, and he looked at main, I think was it mediator or moderator? So about work engagement, mediator. So he explored what mediates the relationship between supervisory behaviors, supervisory actions, and employee engagement. And what he found was the variable, which is supervisor support. To what extent they are supportive of their employees had the biggest impact. It wasn't necessarily related to like work. If your supervisor shows support and values your ideas, and also being mindful of your well-being in general, your employees tend to be more engaged. So that's what he found. The third layer or third type of agent is the organization itself. And organizations are operated through policies in many cases, and HR practices or policies, processes, and so on. So this is a set of intervention. Maybe you cannot read, but this takes a approach or perspective that employees have a life cycle. So before you get into an organization, you probably are in exploration stage. You are currently in exploration stage. Once you enter the organization, you are in entry stage, right? You develop yourself for a certain period until you master the duties and tasks and skill sets. And you reach mastery stage, and then you exit the job, not necessarily the organization. Let's say one indication for exit is that, let's say, if you get promoted to the next level, that's exiting, but there's a new set of duties with the new job. Let's say you got promoted to a manager. The managers have new responsibilities and so on. So you are entering into that managerial role. And as a manager, you develop yourself, you reach mastery. And then you need to decide what would be the next step for you. Makes sense? Sometimes you take a lateral move. Let's say you may probably be a recruiter for a certain period, and then you can maybe move to training and development, for example. That's another job. So in that process, there are some HR policies or interventions that could be useful. So for example, organizations can use mentoring. So in this course, we put huge emphasis on mentoring or finding a mentor. You can have mentors within the organization. Some organizations have formal mentoring process in place. So they match mentors with you. But some organizations don't have those. In that case, you may need to find those mentors on your own. Some organizations have new employee orientation in the entry phase. Let's see, for the exit, for example, exit can mean the retirement or leaving the job organization and find a new organization or new job. So that's in the exit phase. So, but let's say you are nearing your retirement, then organization can utilize different policies like giving part-time or changing their full-time job to part-time positions. And sometimes some organizations that have some funds can allow their employees to work on passion projects or work for community organizations while giving them the salary. So that's one thing that organization can do. Some organizations, let's say in the developmental stage or master stage, sometimes you feel less motivated. Then some organizations practice something like job crafting. So it's to allow employees to find new meaning regarding their job and also expand their network through relationship building and so on. So there are different things your organization can do to enhance employees' career development so that they can find meaning and also develop their skill sets and create internal network and so on. So I cannot explain everything here, but looking at this, there's a list of HR practices. So I encourage you to just take a look at those. And when you select your employer and reviewing whether their employer has these practices in place can be very helpful. If, let's say, in my experience, I developed this model based on literature review. And people from companies in different sizes attended my sessions. And my experience tells that highly advanced organizations, let's say like Fortune 500 companies, typically have more than 25 HR practices that are featured here. All right, so that's maybe one filter. So if you work for those organizations, you may be in. That means that you may be in an environment that you can thrive compared to other companies. But smaller companies are not necessarily bad, right? So usually smaller companies have around 10 HR practices that are featured here. In that case, you need to be more agentic regarding your career development because those internal support system is not in place. So that's something to be mindful of. Okay, so any questions? If you are curious about what this means, I uploaded a book chapter that I wrote, so you can find it in the PDF format. Yeah, it's here, career development and human resource development. So, so what I just shared is about how to exercise collective agency for career development as an organization. So here you talk about you get on. So to if you pay them, but what do you need to have? Would you speak?
I can answer. Like I guess you just need to have like authority over the people you're commanding, or like mutual respect.
Mutual respect, yeah. Authority, respect. I think it's very important. All right, others. There are many things. Any thoughts? Yeah, let's. What? So you may be working for someone, right? Maybe you are currently working for someone. If you have a job, so what makes you want to work for someone willingly? So what are those characteristics? First, second.
Something that motivates me to work is well-defined deadlines. So if I know that something is due at this date, I tend to complete it by then.
Something motivating. So, as a manager or someone who will use proxy agent, it is very important for you to know what the other person is looking for, what the other person would be motivated if you use something, right? So
I would say flexibility and probably just like understanding, because if you have something that like you need to communicate to your boss, like, oh, I have so and so is like a certain situation that I need to handle, like a family business, and like they need to be like flexible and understanding, like, hey, I need to give you off for that time.
right.
That like makes you motivated to work for someone.
That's an important criteria for you, right? Okay, so otherwise you will feel suffocated. Okay, cool. Other criteria for you. Yes. So like pay may be basic, right? So just giving you paycheck wouldn't make you motivated, right?
I would say if I'm learning anything from them.
Learning.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
learning how to manage.
Yeah.
So
I see.
that's important.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So as a person who get things done through others, you definitely need to know about the process and the end outcome, but you also need to know about the person and motivating factor for them and so on. So that's, I think, about leadership. So proxy agency equals to leadership. And the third one is, again, collective agency. So you know how to achieve through some others, but the ideal case is for everyone to move toward the same direction. But let's suppose that you are the CEO of help. It can help, but will it make you effective CEO that orchestrates everyone to be on board toward the same direction? So that's
I think in order for everyone to kind of want to be on the same page, they have to have a manager that everyone respects. Because if you don't respect them and see them as a role model and someone that you can eventually either take over their role or fill in a similar role, then like a lot of people don't have the determination to kind of like work towards a common goal.
So that's again the leadership, right? So, but let's say you have a leader that's highly respected. But in organizations, there are some other things that needs to happen. Let's say there needs to be. Oh, you want to speak? Okay, cool.
You said it's a big company, yes? It's a big company.
Yeah, big company.
I would hire executives that have the same direction I have.
Oh yeah, very a good team of executives, highly functional executives, and the large organizations need to have good culture also. So those people build culture, and policies also build those culture. Let's say if the compensation structure demotivates high performers, then you need to work on the compensation structure. Process or the system. If the system sucks, people struggle, right? So you need to constantly update the system and so on. The model that I shared, the HR practice that I shared, is also part of it. So that's why good organizations or big organizations try to build those systems in an excellent level. They try to do their best to also please their employees and motivate others and so on. All right. Any questions regarding employee career development? Okay. And I want to double check whether I'm following the agenda. So we complete this assignment check-ins, a Q&A. So the goal for the TAs is to complete or catching up grading the pending assignments, and that you submitted for the assignments that you got 0, and the goal is to complete grading by Monday, so that you can be updated at least on Tuesday next week. So that's at least the goal. Any questions about assignment? Another assignment due is, let's check. Okay, yeah, there's assignment due for SWOT, goal setting, ERRC. Yeah, that's due today. Okay, so okay. If you missed this for today, yeah, please take. Okay. So here at the end of today's session, I will give you the time for TikTok video shooting. That's, I think, already uploaded. So you can check. But before doing that, for the next maybe 30 minutes or so, I will give you time to complete this assignment 7. And also, if you are behind in terms of AI, using AI platform for the classwork, please catch up. All right. So, and for the completion of assignments, if you have any questions, feel free to come to me or TAs. So yeah, the next 30 minutes is for you and for the individual work, not teamwork. All right.